Hi guys, so I'm going to show you how to do a single crochet. Now, as I've said in my previous videos, I work on US terminology, so that is a US single crochet. Today I'm going to use this standard DK yarn again, which as I said before, uses a 4mm hook. So I have that here with me. So first of all, we would have to start off by making our slip stitch and our initial chain. If you don't yet know how to do this, I do have a previous video if you'd like to refer back to that, which will tell you how to do this in a lot more detail. So when you're single crocheting, you need to just make the amount of foundation chain that is required for your pattern. If you're making a blanket that's to your own personal size, and you just keep going until you're happy with it. So what you would do is you make your chain like this, and then if you want to make a blanket and you want it to be a certain measurement, then measure your chain, but always then add on one initial chain, as you will always skip the first chain when you're going in to do single crochet. So what you would do is like I say, you would skip the first one. So you've got your hook, your loop that's on your hook. Then you have your first loop in your chain that you would skip as you're doing single crochet. Then you would go into this second loop. So you would put your needle through and it would make out to here, and you would have 2 loops on your hook. At this point, you would yarn over your needle, which is putting the yarn coming facing towards you, and you would loop it through and pull it through 1. You'll still have 2 loops on your hook. You would yarn over again and pull it through both of these hooks. So to show you that again, that is to go into the next loop now, yarn over your needle and pull it through 1, yarn over again and pull it through 2. So that is how you single crochet. Once you get to the end of your row, you would need to chain. So I will continue on to crochet to the end in order to show you that, so that your work continues to build. Okay, so I'm at the last loop here. So I'm going to go into this last loop and yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And this is the end of my row. Now at this point, what you want to do is chain 1. So if you're unsure about what a chain is, I have a previous video which will explain on how to do this, and a different video which will explain the terminology to you. But what you in simple terms do is yarn over and just pull it through, and this creates 1 additional loop up from your work. You would then turn and you would single crochet again into the hook, the loop here that is closest to your hook. So you would go in. So how you can go in is either, if you can see here, that on the top part of your yarn, your work, you have 2 loops of yarn. So this is my chain here, so you would ignore these. You have one that is to the front, so I'll just go in this here for you. You have one that is to the back as well. But what I do for different types of works, you will be told to work either into the front or the back, but in general, if you're told just to continue to crochet your single crochet, I always go through both. I find that this just gives a neater appearance to the work, but again, you might find that we're going into the front loop, which is standard, will be better for you. It's really a personal preference. So you then yarn over and you pull through both those loops that are from the top part of your work here. So you're left with 2 loops on your hook. You would then yarn over and pull through both and continue on in your single crochet stitch. So that's in through them both, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over and pull it through. And that's how you do your single crochet. I'm now on the last stitch of this second row, so I'm just going to crochet into that, single crochet. So now if this was your last row of your work and you wanted to close off this piece. What you would do here is you would get your little scissors and cut your yarn from your ball, keeping your hook on your loop on the hook just now. If you are planning on sewing this piece in using your downy needle, you would need to keep a fairly long tail so that you've got enough to put your needle on. If you are planning on adding a border to the piece and you could crochet it in, you can use a smaller tail. I am just going to use a small tail because I'm not going to do anything further with this piece. So I'll cut it off. At this point, you then yarn over and pull through, and just pull until the end of your tail is through. You can then pull this down, tighten it off, and that will not come loose. And there you are. That is how you single crochet. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for further tutorials. Thanks guys.